Hello, good morning, this is Diecast Luna. Hope you're all doing well. And this morning's video, well, actual fact, I was going to be doing an unboxing video. I've actually pulled the trigger and bought some Mini GT, but they haven't turned up. Over here in the UK at the moment, we've got some very unusual hot weather, so as usual fashion with most things in this country, slightest change, it brings things to a halt. But anyway, with that being said, my post obviously hasn't been delivered today, so I thought let's do a challenge. So that is what today's video is going to be, and the hubcap in the background is a clue to what the challenge is going to be. That is a hubcap, if I remember rightly, from a 1950 GMC pickup. I'm not quite sure what pickup it's from. I just know the guy that I bought the hubcap from many years ago, and it was in a lot worse condition than that. I got it from a Chevy guy. Funnily enough, he had it. It was found in the back of his Chevy pickup. But anyway, it is from a 1950 GMC pickup. But anyway, going off the track a little bit, I'm going to call this challenge the hubcap challenge. So basically, the idea is to show anything, as many as you like, 10, 20, 15, whatever you want. I'm going to show 10 different cars, but they all have to have hubcaps. And it's not as hard as it sounds, because most Matchbox, if you've got Matchbox, especially modern Matchbox in your collection, quite a lot of them have a hubcap design type of wheel. And obviously a lot of the Auto World and Greenlight premiums, especially if you go down the American route car, sort of their cars, you know, a lot of them are hubcapped. But anyway, that's the challenge. So it's to show your cars with hubcaps. So anyway, we'll get straight into it. And we'll remove my very heavy hubcap. So that is that. So we'll move that out of the way. And it has dropped a bit of rust, because like I said, it is rather old. And let's get straight into the challenge. So like I said, show as many pieces as you want, but we will start off with so I've got a hair stuck to it, 2 seconds. We're going to start off with a 1968 Chevy C10 from Greenlight. And let's get a bit of zoom. And this is a cool piece. This came, if I remember right, this came with a carrot. It's got a little like caravan, I'm trying to think what it's called. Airstreamer, sorry, my brain switched off. I had an Airstreamer caravan with it, but I just thought I'd show a casting, and it is very nicely done. It's got a 2-piece construction. It's got C10 on the side, but it's very nicely done and quite weighty. Just have a little look underneath, so yeah, you can see it says 68 Chevy C10. So that will get us kicked off, and as you can see, it has hubcaps. So a bit difficult if you collect only supercars, mind you, this challenge, but still, most of us do collect more than one brand. But anyway, the next one is going to be a 55 Ford F100 panel delivery. I've got several of these, but I thought I'd just show this one, as I do like the way this one's done in the shell motor oil. But again, as you can see, being it's a Matchbox, like I told you, they do these cool hubcap design wheels. But the reason I got the idea for the challenge, like I said, I had nothing to show, and because it hasn't, I'm waiting on post. And then I looked up at my hubcap, because I got some memorabilia on my front room wall, some other bits, rocker covers and other bits and bobs, and it just gave me the idea. So anyway, number 2. Again, number 3 is going to be another piece from Matchbox. I'm just having a quick look what it is. It is a Freightliner business class. And again, as you can see, it has hubcaps. And I should imagine this is a fire engine of some sort, or fire truck, whatever you want to call it. So pretty cool. So that's not too bad at all. In actual fact, that's from the same 9-pack as the last car I just showed. So that is where they're from. And then we're going to take a look at one from Schuco, Volkswagen Beetle. And this is an awesome little casting. This is actually, let's put the camera down a little bit, one of my favourite castings in my collection. I have a lot of cars. I think I'm getting up to near 3,100 1/64 for 3-inch scale, whatever you want to call it, in my collection now, and I really do like this. Schuco's a funny little brand, I think, when you look at it on the internet, to be honest, which is where most of my Schuco cars have come from. They don't look much, but when they actually come, they're very weighty, very nicely made. So I do like this quite a lot. So anyway, as you can see, it has got some luggage on the roof. Obviously it has some hubcaps, as most Volkswagen Beetles do. So that's very cool. And this one is a 1500? Yeah, 1500, so that's pretty cool. So that's piece number 4. And then going back to the old Matchbox thing, we're going to take a look at a 1965 Ford C900, which again is from the newer Matchbox range. And again, I'm sure these are hubcaps on this, but then again, actual fact, I might have made a mistake here. These aren't hubcaps because these are actually bolted on wheels. But my mistake. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter too much. I was in too much of a rush just looking for cars to find, but it's still a nice piece. But you get the idea. But it does look like a hubcap. But like I said, you can clearly see the bolt marks, or nuts, or the nuts would go. Sorry, should I say? So again, let's go back with another green light. This one is a hubcapped car. I think it's a 77 Dodge. Just trying to see what it is. Let's have a little look on here so we can see what it is. I know it's from the Terminator Dodge Monaco. This is quite a cool piece. I had this quite a while now. Went for a stage a few years ago. Well, not even a few years ago, but just over a year ago, of collecting a lot of green light. But I haven't collected any for quite a while now. But this is from the first Terminator film, I believe. I think this is the one that Arnie drives when he's chasing them down. But very nicely done, and I think it does have a opening. If I can get it to open, can I get it to open? Possibly. Bear with me. There we go. And I expect this is a 383 cubic inch in this. I'm not 100% sure, but I think by this time period, or it could be a 440, I'm not sure. I know a lot of these had 383s in them. But anyway, switching off a little bit there. So that is a pretty cool piece, nice and weighty. Piece number 6. Piece number 7, going back to the whole Matchbox thing. Again, Matchbox is a bit of a no-brainer for me, as I have a lot. But again, you can see it's a hubcapped design wheel on this, or at least on this Matchbox version, and it is the Chevy. Let's have a little look. Chevy, just says Chevy van, but again, cool piece, and you can see it says can't drive 55. And I like the way it's like there's a skull that way, and if you look that way, it looks like you've got the Grim Reaper. Almost looks like you can see the Grim Reaper there. So it's pretty cool the way they've done the graphics on this particular piece. So again, another very cool piece. So another couple of pieces to go. We'll go in another green light. This is, I'm just taking a quick look. I know it's a 72 Ford Club Wagon, and this is the piece. Well, this is the vehicle that, from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So it's another piece I really like, because I like the way, like I said, when green light get it right, they get it right. Same as when they get it wrong, they get it wrong. But when they do get it right, and this is a particular piece they got right, all very nicely done. As you can see, all the weathering is done to it quite nicely. And if I remember rightly, these, it's not rust, that is actually bloodstains, because if I remember rightly, in a part of the film, they actually throw out that guy. I can't remember the guy's name now, but they throw out that strange guy and who cut him. I can't remember. I can't remember if he cut himself or if he cut the guy in the wheelchair, but I know that's blood up the side as he was banging on the side of the vehicle as they drove away. Like I said, very nicely done, and it is very well replicated, because if I remember rightly, these are based on the Ford Econoline vans, I think, and they were very wide. So that is pretty cool. And again, you can see it has a hubcap. So that is piece, and we're up to now, it's number 8. And then one more Matchbox, this little Mark 1 Volkswagen Golf. If you're from this country or if you're from anywhere else, it's a Mark 1 Rabbit with the Pulitzer. And again, I have a few different variations of this, but this is just the one I picked out. See the hubcaps, but very nicely done with the GTI on the front and nothing on the back, but still a very cool little piece. And the last piece again is from Schuco, another one of my favourite pieces in my collection, and it is this Volkswagen Type 3 camper. And again, very weighty, but very nicely done. So lens lights, added on bumpers. You can see it's got a pretty good interior. Rubber tyres, all chunky metal. These are like I said, they are very nicely made. They're not as good as some premium companies, obviously. Some go very detailed. Not to knock this at all, but I put that plate on it as it had no plate, which I think it was lacking, but all lens lights. But like I said, this is a particular favourite of mine. But anyway, that is the challenge. Have a go, don't have a go. It's always a bit of fun. It's a bit of a no-brainer video, really. If you've got no content, have a go. Like I said, for those who have only supercars in their collection, might find it a bit difficult because it tends to be older cars. But if you have Matchbox and Greenlight and Auto World and other things in your collection, you'll find it no problem. But with that, please like, share, subscribe, stay tuned for more. Like I said, I've got a Mini GT. I ain't going to say what I've bought, but I've bought a couple of pieces from Mini GT. They hopefully will be here tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And the trying to think what it is, the Tremors vehicle. I'm working on a Jeep Renegade Gladiator from the. I'm trying to replicate the Jeep Gladiator from the Tremors movie, and it's coming on slowly and a bit slower than I would like, as I've had a few issues with it. But it will definitely be uploaded this week, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, I'll see you all soon. Thanks for watching.